When an army of green ants marches against a swarm of paper wasps, it's a battle worthy of the big screen. Above the ground, a high-rise militia goes through its maneuvers. Its headquarters is a leafy bunker, home not to generals, but to green ant larvae, who could one day become soldiers in an ever-expanding army.
Green ant colonies are generally spread around a dozen trees that might contain up to 150 nests, with 100,000 to 500,000 ants total, all of which will risk life and limb to protect the colony.
Every one of these workers comes equipped with weapons of war, serrated mandibles that cut and crush. As in all ant societies, male drones stay at home, leaving this army of sterile females to forage for food. But at the first sign of war, chemicals called pheromones are sent out. Foragers become green grunts, and more move into the kill zone. Even a huge and highly venomous scorpion is no match for a company of angry green ants.
For green ants, defense is all about strength in numbers. They will just keep sending more and more troops out until whatever they're battling with is either gone or they kill it and carry it away for dinner.
Green ants also deploy chemical weaponry. Formic acid that burns organic tissue sprays from their abdomens. If that weren't bad enough, they swarm over a victim, literally biting it to death. A grasshopper many times bigger than one ant is no match for a seething mass of foot soldiers.
When the workers are called to arms, you're no longer dealing with a bunch of cute and fascinating little green ants. Rather, they become like this unstoppable organic plasma that can deter any predator, whether it's coming from the ground or the air.
Victims become helpless marionettes, dancing to the tune of a swarm of single-minded puppeteers. Below this treetop bunker, with its elite soldiers, another force has moved in. A colony of paper wasps. In a skirmish, they use their aerial maneuverability like a weapon. Paper wasps don't fly fast, but they hover with intent, like attack helicopters, waiting to strike and feed.
Paper wasps are really important because they kill so many pest species of caterpillars. The adults are active for anywhere from 2 weeks to maybe 3 weeks. They spend all of their time going out and foraging to kill the caterpillars.
Like the ants, most of the wasp foraging force are sterile females, with heavy artillery at the front and some big guns at the rear.
Unlike bees that can only sting once, these wasps can sting repeatedly.
But paper wasps don't rely just on firepower. They have tactical coordination down to a fine art.
Wasps are actually really smart. They're capable of complex learning. They've got excellent vision.
Like green ants, adult paper wasps hunt and kill only to feed their larvae. Their own survival depends on it. Wasps feed the larvae with captured caterpillars. In turn, the larvae produce nutrient-rich saliva that's fed back to the adults. Life goes on in the paper wasp nest and the green ant colony. It's live and let live. But nature is fickle. One unfortunate windstorm can smash one bug civilization up against another without warning.
This is two insect civilizations at war. And no matter who wins, both sides are going to suffer massive losses.
Next, carnage on a bug battleground. Then, a deadly ninja meets a destroyer in disguise. And later, killer claws versus lethal jaws. In the rainforest, it's the calm before the storm. But as the weather worsens, a tree branch, home to a green ant colony, is flung against a paper wasp nest. War is declared. Wasps mobilize their airborne troops. Gangs of green ants swarm over individual wasps.
Green ants have a major tactical advantage here because they can team up very efficiently against an individual wasp, but the wasps can't work together against an individual ant.
The ants lay pheromone trails and shake their bodies to communicate and coordinate their attack. Without the ants' superior teamwork, the wasps are at a disadvantage. But one-on-one, a larger wasp overpowers a single ant. Some are thrown to the ground, others killed instantly. But in ant battle tactics, strength lies in numbers. Individual wasps are pinned down, sprayed with formic acid, and bitten ferociously. Alone, they have no answer to a combined attack.
The wasps are so much larger than the ants, and they're not cooperating the same way. They're all actively defending the area, but the ants are able to gang up and pull on different legs. So an individual wasp may have multiple ants attacking it.
The green ants may have the upper hand, but now the wasps retaliate. Mounting a concerted airborne attack, they breach the ants' headquarters and begin carrying off the ant brood. More and more wasps overwhelm the ant's nest. It's a mass attack. Under the onslaught, green ants scurry to save their young. It's carnage. The battlefield is littered with the wounded, the dying, and the dead.
All either colony can do is pick up the pieces and start over again.
The wasps' superior airborne maneuverability and their preemptive strike on the ant's nest tips the balance. They overcome their assailants, but at enormous cost. Defeated, the green ants sound the retreat. Their bunker is torn apart. They scramble to salvage the surviving larvae. In a bug war of this magnitude, the refugees have no choice but to escape with their young, to start a new life in another part of the forest.